morning of day one. We got up bright and early, got the dogs loaded up and cruised on out, got in the hills now. Got the quads unloaded, we'll get the dogs loaded up here and we'll start cruising up, see if we can't cut a track and see if we can't get on a line. So day one, Nevada, here we go, let's go.
Won't last long. Ever on the run, never look back, son. Live by the gun and you're gonna die young. No time wasted on a cold dark day.
Well, we're a few hours into the second day and covered a whole bunch of ground that we covered yesterday that we knew there was no tracks in, so just double checking this morning, still nothing. So found our way up into this new ravine and saw some ravens up here, some eagles yesterday, so seeing if there's not a kill and yeah, we'll see what we can come up with. Richard's having a bit of a hard time getting up the hill here, so the extra weight of the dogs on. Did find a pretty cool deadhead, big old 2-point, so souvenir and maybe some habitat for a mount if we get lucky. So it's the morning of day 3. We're trying a new spot today. We got a hot lead yesterday from some bird hunters that were hunting up in this canyon and they cut a fresh line track, so we know there was a cat in here yesterday. Got another good dump of snow, another 2 or 3 inches overnight, and it's kind of still skiffing a bit, but looks like a bit of blue sky coming, should clear up, and yeah, hopefully we can track this line down and let the dogs work their magic. So yeah, hopefully today. Exciting day. Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Hey. Let's go back to the truck. We ran up, well, there was a canyon up there, but she's socked in, snowing pretty hard now, so it makes it a little hard. The dogs wouldn't run that track, which it's over a day old and it's full of snow, so we'll kind of see if we can't find an area where it's not snowing, and otherwise we'll be back tomorrow when it clears. And there's 3 canyons here and we're thinking he's got to be in there somewhere, so here's hoping tomorrow or maybe this afternoon when it clears off we can pick something up. So it's morning of day 4, beautiful, cool, clear morning, so I'm just going to let the dogs out and give them a quick run down the road, and then we're actually going to leave the dogs in the truck and then just run these canyons until we hopefully find a track. Conditions are perfect this morning, so fingers crossed it's going to be the day.
Hold up. Come on, Storm. Indy. Storm. Indy.
So we made it to the canyon we ran up yesterday and found that old track, so we're hoping cat's moved again in the night and we can pick up some fresh tracks and set the dogs loose. made it up into this basin. Crazy. Beautiful day. There's no line tracks. Damn it. Lots of deer. Big group of over 40 just down below, and 6 wild horses. But so there's plenty of food for kitty cat, but just no sign of Mr. Tom. So we'll keep looking. They're cruising along, and we actually finally found some line tracks. I don't know if you can see them there in the snow, but actually a big family group. There's 5 lines all crossed over from this little saddle here, from this side over to here. So unfortunately not the one we're after, but good to see the target species. Very exciting. It's the morning of day 5. We relocated to another area. We finally did find some lions yesterday, but it was just a family pack, so we headed north. Run the first valley this morning. Lots of coyote tracks and nothing fresh, but we just shot up another valley, and we finally found what we're after. We found a nice fresh lion track, so we're on. Rich has just shot back to the truck to grab the other dogs. We only had one loaded up. We're just running these canyons light just to try and cover some ground, but looks like it's paid off. And yeah, here's hoping, fingers crossed, dogs can track this one down and look fresh. So let's go. So we I think we pulled up a bit short with this cat. We turned the dogs loose just over 4 hours ago, and we've had a hard time with some of the conditions. Some of these faces are all bared off, and it's just trying to track it pretty hard. But anyway, it's ran into a reservation now, so we're at the point where we've got to call the dogs off, and we actually found 2 other sets of lion tracks in the process of getting over here. So plenty of cats in the area, so it's open. Maybe give the dogs a rest here, and tomorrow we can find a fresh track one down. Well, this morning, day 6, we got up here bright and early, kind of where we've seen all the hive of activity yesterday. Lots of tracks. It's kind of a conjunction of a few valleys right here, some old buildings and a bunch of willows and trees. There's cat tracks all around it, and sure enough, we come along this morning, found another fresh track from last night. It's a little bit old in the night, as in it's got kind of frozen, but the dogs have striked on it and they've taken off up the hill here, up this kind of drainage up here, and now they're yeah, actually coming back down now. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. It sounds like they're pretty hot on his tail. Hopefully here we get to catch up to him soon. These dogs have chased the line down that drainage, reeling him up and up another. So we got the quads as close as we can get them, about 400 yards. Now we've hiked in and we've actually seen the cat for the first time. So it's pretty exciting. About another 150 yards to go and we'll be underneath them. Exciting times. Good dogs. How about that? Whew. That was a mission to get here. About 500 yards of just knee deep, sometimes waist deep snow, just punching through. Brutal, but all worth it. Got in right here on this cat. Looks really good to me. I'm so pumped. Dogs look great. Let's go. Get him. Good dogs. Shoot him again?
Yeah.
That was cool. Happened so quick. Couple shots off the tree jump. And there we went. 40 yards. Piled up here under this tree. That's so cool. I'm pumped. Let's go. Whew. Here we go. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good boy. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Holy shit. That is loose. Good dogs. Good dogs. Get him. Kitty. Get it, kitty. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Well, that was cool. Excitement's over now. Got a line on a leash. Well-behaved kitty. Now the real work begins here. We've got probably 500-600 yard drag to where we can get the quad. So the snow, it's crispy on top, but it's punched right through. Some places it's nearly waist deep. So yeah, it's going to be a long haul, but it's all worth it. So pumped. Got a mature tom on the ground, probably 5 or 6 years old. So pumped. Kind of surreal moment right here. This animal actually completes my Super 10, so Super 10 in North American game. Pretty proud achievement right there. I'm so excited. Been living in North America for the last 7.5, 8 years, and yeah, hunted every opportunity I can get, and every species I get the opportunity, I grab with both hands. So to say this cat means so much to me is an understatement. Something I've always wanted to do, and just blessed that, you know, we get to meet all these amazing people and all these opportunities that come up through what I do, what I love doing, which is hunting and guiding and meeting these amazing people and offering these opportunities. Like, honestly, it's truly surreal. So yeah, a lot of time and a lot of sweat and hard work here to get it back to the truck, but I'm gonna enjoy every moment of it because this is special. Well, we're about an hour into the drag, and it's been mostly downhill. for the most part, but kind of the side hill is annoying. The cat's kind of wanting to slide down, but no sense in complaining because I just hit a hill where I had to drag it up over this rise and damn near killed me. Well, we're about 2 hours 20 into the pull out of here. Yeah, it's going all right. Some good patches and then some real steep stuff. The hardest thing is stopping the cat from going into the creeks. But, and the good old added factor that it's further than you think. So I thought this canyon back here was where the quads were, and nope, it's the next canyon. Of course it is. So one more little pull. It's starting to open up. So I'm thinking we've got maybe 250 yards to go. So probably gone 500 already. So 2/3 of the way. Here's hoping the last third's nice and smooth. Yeah, it's probably the hardest thing about the drag is we're in a kind of canyon, so everything just wants to slide into the creek, right? It's just everything's facing downhill, so it's hard work stopping this big boy from sliding in there, but holding on to him the death grip so he doesn't slide. But yeah, arms are killing me right now, but we're making tracks, so let's go, baby. Holy smokes. That was an effort. The last about 250, 300 was just nasty, thick and steep, so I couldn't drag it. I actually ended up in the creek, threw the cat over my shoulders. Whew, that was the hardest thing, was just getting up on my shoulders and then finding somewhere to take a decent rest. I could go about, the traveling was real nice in the creek, real solid bottom, so I could just boogie, but there's so much windfall and falling logs and willows going out sideways that kind of had to go around in and around these bunches a bunch. So yeah, it was a bit difficult traveling, and then just finding a decent spot to have a rest that you didn't have to take the cat off, so I could lean it against a tree or a down log. Got her eventually. Now found a fence, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get the quad here. We're only about 100 yards from it anyway, so I should be able to just pick my way up at this little ridge here and drop down with the quad. And yeah, that was grueling pack out. Holy smokes. Back to the quads that I'm loaded. Now we're heading back to the house. So now I'm soaking wet. We had a bit of a rainstorm during the pack out and all my gear is wet, so we'll head in and have a shower, get warmed up and put some dry clothes on, and then yeah, we'll load up and head back to Elko, catch up with the rest of the crew. Here we are, it's the next day. Totally beat, dog tired. Anyway, got a little bit of wine in the pan and give it a whirl. I've heard good things about this, so yeah, can't wait. Try a little bit of mountain lion for the first time. It's a wrap here in Nevada. We're loading up on the plane, heading off to Nashville now for SCI, so off to check out the convention, meet some more friends, and hang out with the hunting family. So on to the next adventure.